Okay, Raymond, are you there? All right, so we just start off. Go ahead, Anmol, take it away.
Okay, definitely. So let me share my screen. We'll try to keep it open as this is my first session with you guys. So I will be more than happy to take any questions, any queries that you guys might have. I hope the screen is visible to all of you.
Yes.
A blank open canvas for all of us to put in whatsoever we want. And of course, I won't be able to see the chat box, so I want the interaction because then it is going to be a YouTube video if I'm the only one who is just speaking. So to make it interesting, make it engaging, I would be needing your guys' help. So first of all, let me ask you, what's the topic? What's the agenda of today's session? What do you think we are going to do? What do you think we are going to cover?
Compliance analyst.
Okay, that's not fair. That's already mentioned in the heading itself. What else we are going to cover?
Managing risk.
Okay, risk is interesting. What else?
Frameworks.
Framework. Okay, not bad. So are these topics something that you already know, or this is the first time you are hearing about the words that we have mentioned here?
I do have a basic understanding.
Okay, because
Familiar.
Mhm. I'm someone who is not at all familiar with these keywords, so please you have to help me so that if I am a student and if I want to get a job, crack the interview, get the certification, then how would I do it? Let's start with the very basics. As you mentioned, risk. Now, this word can't be explained without the other two. That is threat and vulnerability. Ever heard these terms?
Yes.
Sounds
Yes.
familiar. So, if in one word you need to explain what threat is, just one word, what would be that word that you will use?
Severity.
Severity is okay. That's the quality,
Um,
but no.
compromise.
Mm, compromise. Okay, that's better, but still not the one that I'm looking for. Think, what could be a threat to you?
Uh, I said damage.
Damage. Okay, now we are getting close.
Yeah.
Or can I say anything that is harmful?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if in the interview, the interviewer is asking, what is threat? You could say anything that is harmful. So even if the other person is an HR, a non-technical person, or a technical person, this definition works with all three of them. Okay,
Yes.
that's one out of the three. What about vulnerability?
Uh, I'll say it's a weakness in a system.
Absolutely. We got the weakness as well. Now we are left with the risk.
The possibility of all these
Mhm.
two things happening.
Absolutely. So instead of possibility, the better word is
Probability.
probability. Absolutely. Here you go. But there is a issue. Even though we are clear with the definition, this is something that we can get from Google, we can get from AI, and this is something all the other students are going to have. In our case, let's just say we have Osan, Prince, and Ganesh. Okay, let's suppose you three are the students who are trying to get a job. But there is only one position that I am hiring for. So how will I decide that who out of you three should get that specific job? Now, assuming all of them have studied from me, they have equal hard skills. you guys have same amount of hard skills, you have equal knowledge, then what else could be the factor that I can use to make sure or to be specific that no, out of these 3 students, I just need this specific one? Any idea?
Well, I guess their knowledge of creating like a risk register, understanding the processes they go into, identifying, identifying, assessing, and then remediating any risk or challenges.
Okay,
And
those
then,
are
of
hard
course,
skills. Those are all the hard skills.
So
right.
I would say if you can pretty much break it down to a point where a 5-year-old can understand.
Absolutely. So just
Yeah.
imagine everybody has the same definition, but we introduce some examples. Examples that you can relate with. Now, these examples have 2 benefits. The first benefit is it is easier for you to relate with it because what we can visualize is something that we can understand in a much better manner. Whereas if you just cram the definition, that is not sufficient. Sooner or later, you are going to forget it. We'll definitely take examples for this as well. But the second advantage is the interviewer can remember you from those examples. Make it personalized. Make it something that the other person can relate with. Want to give it a try?
For all the definitions.
Oh, the examples. We already got the keywords for all of them.
No. So with the vulnerability, I would say I'll use a house as an example.
Okay.
You leaving your door unlocked,
Mm-hmm.
that could be a vulnerability. And
Okay.
the risk will probably be the door being unlocked,
Okay.
if I'm right. And the threat could be someone having access into the property.
Okay.
And
So the example was house. Nice. Okay. Let's make it more challenging for me. For me, it has over been just 5 years delivering the cybersecurity session. So I love to take up challenges. Give me an object, something that we can use in the example to explain risk, threat, and vulnerability. Any object will work. Anything that comes to your mind is fine.
knife.
Knife. Okay. Let's give that a try. So should I raise this? Did you take the notes so that we can start drawing the examples?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Assuming the same for everyone. If not, please feel free to speak up that no, sir, hold on, wait. Anyhow. So nobody's going to judge my drawing, first of all. Okay. I am not very good at drawing. I will just make things work. So this is, let's just say you. Or should I say the student holding a very beautiful knife in his or her hand. Now here comes the other person. So this is going to be the trainer or me. So now we both are standing in front of each other and you are having a knife. Okay, that can be an issue. In this specific example, what do you think is a threat?
The person holding the knife.
Person holding the knife. Are you sure?
Because if we use it in the context of the actual knife, the actual knife can be a threat, but the person holding it poses a danger, which is also a threat.
Okay. If this individual person is the threat, so if I take the knife away, will this person still be a threat?
No.
Absolutely no. And what about if I get rid of the person and just have a knife here, just lying on the ground? Will that be a threat?
Yeah.
Are you
No,
sure?
it would not be a threat
No.
Why?
because the knife by itself does no harm, right? So we said threat is something harmful. A person
Absolutely.
holds a knife coming towards you, that's harmful, but the knife by itself is not.
Exactly, because knife is a non-living thing.
Okay.
Until and unless you approach the knife or the person holding the knife approaches you, that knife is not vulnerable. So, in the same manner, how the person plus the knife combined becomes the threat, in the same manner, a hacker plus the malware becomes the threat. Let us say I'm a hacker. I started as an ethical hacker, working for different organization, doing bug bounties, finding loopholes in the system. But just me being available doesn't mean I'm a threat. I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just sitting, chilling at my place with my laptop, maybe watching a movie, web series or something. And on the other hand, a malware that I created, a file that can damage, is also sitting on my laptop. Now that malware automatically is not going to send itself to another system, right or wrong?
Right.
Absolutely. So the hacker, my intention, plus that malware together becomes a threat. So in this case scenario, the person and the knife together are the threat. I hope this much is clear. Please feel free to ask any questions, any doubts, any queries, if you have any.
My only question is, during an interview, right? Because we're attributing this to if you were given an example in an interview. Would
Right.
this be a typical question that they may ask? Like, give me an example, and then you would want to bring up the hacker. Like, how would you package it as a response?
Absolutely no. They themselves are never going to say, give me an example.
Okay.
Why would they want you to get an advantage? This is you. They will definitely ask, okay, what is a threat? What is a risk? What is vulnerability? These are the most common questions. Now it is your responsibility to stand out of the crowd. If I have to become different, very simple example, there are hundreds, thousands of trainers that are already available in the market. Why should you guys choose me? I will have to be unique. So what's the uniqueness? I'm not going to write anything on the PPT. I will break the basics. Whatsoever the fundamentals, whatsoever the patterns are, everybody will come. What is a vulnerability? Sir, vulnerability is a weakness. Threat is something that is harmful. Okay, next candidate. What is vulnerability? Sir, vulnerability is a weakness in a system. Okay, next candidate. Sir, vulnerability is a weakness. For example, if a person holding a knife comes to me, then I am vulnerable. Here is the difference. A small example, a small detail can create a big effort or can change the results, totally depending upon how you use it. So you can use the same example that I do or make something that is more personal to you. For me, it's very easy to think on the spot, to get examples. For me, this is my comfort zone. But for you, this might be something that is new. So you need to prepare in advance all the examples that you can use for the specific topics that you may be asked in the interview. I hope I was able to answer your question, Austin.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So now we know what a threat is. What about vulnerability? In this example, what do you think is the vulnerability or the weakness?
The trainer.
The trainer. Oh, I am the vulnerability. Why? Why am I the weakness here?
Because there's an opportunity for the person with a knife to harm you.
But
Wait,
do
is
you
that right?
think my body isn't knife proof? If he cuts my skin, don't you think it is going to auto heal itself or it is going to resist the knife? That won't be possible.
Yeah, it could, but you're still going to you're still going to have harm on you at the initial
Absolutely.
contact.
That means the human body itself becomes the vulnerability. So the weakness here is, of course, me or the human body. Last but not the least, what is the risk? Now that is interesting. What is the risk here?
But we said the risk is a probability that the threat and vulnerability could happen. So I guess the risk would be the probability that the situation you could be attacked by a knife from a person.
Okay. Can I say the risk here or the probability is this knife hitting me? That is the risk. And here comes the concept of risk mitigation. What do you think? If I don't want to get hit with this knife or sliced open with this knife, what I'm going to do?
You could run away.
You could run away. That's the best thing. The knife has a limited range. What else can I do? That is one of the solution. Think. Don't think as a cybersecurity analyst. Don't think as a cybersecurity expert. Think as a normal person. Go to the ground level to match this example. Think of
You can
yourself.
fight. You can fight back.
That is not mitigation. That is me getting in more trouble. Of course, that is a solution. But the chances, the odds of me getting hit is higher.
Okay. Well, aside from running away, I don't know what else.
I can talk to you.
Call the cops or.
Okay, might take some time, but one of the solution. Or I can talk you out of it that, hey, I'm your trainer. I was the one you got the job. What did I do? You got the wrong person. If you want anything, please let me know. I can teach you for free. But please don't harm me. So that is how we mitigate the risk. I hope now the difference between threat, risk, and vulnerability is clear.
Yeah.
So whenever somebody asks you that what is a vulnerability, you don't start with the example, you start with the basic definition. Vulnerability is a weakness. Could be in a person, a system, a server, totally depending upon our situation. For example, then we start with the vulnerability. If I throw a pen at you, don't use the knife example with the interviewer. He might get scared or she might get scared. So think of something that is more neutral. And also, don't be the person who is actually harming the other. Tell that if you, the interviewer, throws a pen at me, I can get hurt a little bit or I could feel a pain a bit. Don't be the person who is saying, I throw. Just in this example, I gave you the upper hand. So we have to always make sure the interviewer feels superior. This is how we sugarcoat things. I know, not a very good thing. We have to be honest. We need to be frank. But no, you want to get the job. He's the one hiring. If you want something from him, you need to make sure that he feels acknowledged, he feels happy, and he feels valued.
I was going to say that the hacker and malware example, that one's a good one, right? So,
definitely. We will be coming to that as well, but not in the today's session. So these are for all the session. This is just a compliance analyst. A compliance analyst doesn't think normally. He or she thinks practically, logically, trying to find the solution. The best solution here to make you guys understand is by using an example. Same, using the interview as well for an example because you guys can relate with it. So any doubts, any questions, any queries? Yes, Prince.
Yes. With regards to the hacker and the malware example, can you just say the hacker himself can just be the threat?
No.
Okay. So if I could use an example as let's say a hacker trying to find an open port. to a system, and then they're able to find that port. So does it always have to be a hacker and something else, or can the hacker himself
Himself also, yes, because hacker has the skills. But in this example, you didn't justify what was the intent behind it.
Okay.
Right now, we can have a practical inside Linux operating system doing Nmap. Again, all the technical jargon aside, but an application or a software that uses, or should I say, is on your network that helps you find the open ports. Now, that doesn't mean I am trying to cause any harm. So this example can backfire. If the interviewer is thinking along the lines that you are, he or she can ask you back. But how do you know he's a hacker? Maybe he could be someone new learning cybersecurity who was able to find the open port. So your examples should be very, very specific and in your advantage. Because whenever somebody cross questions you, you need to be prepared.
All right.
Can I just quickly review the example with the hacker and the malware?
Sure.
So you can say the threat is the hacker using the malware, because in it by itself, the hacker is not, threat. It's not a threat, or the malware. They both have to be used against the organization. The vulnerability is the business organization being accessible to that threat, and the risk is. Wait, did I say that again? And the risk is the probability that the threat and the vulnerability could happen to the organization.
Absolutely.
Did I say that right? Like, if I want to give that as an example?
You could, of course. See, we are humans. We are never going to be perfect. There always will be a scope of improvement. But yeah, for the time being, that is really nice. I'm going to tell you how will you improve your answers, how to take the help of AI, to take the interviews for you, to provide you recommendations, suggestions. But that's something that happens when you have the basic knowledge of all the different domains and different topics inside cybersecurity. I hope that's clear.
Yes, thanks.
Okay. So the other words that were mentioned included something known as framework. So for all those who said that, yes, we are familiar, inside compliance, framework is really very important. So what is a framework?
Framework, I would say it's inclusive of rules and policies and standards. It pretty much puts everything together, and that's pretty much how companies and organization stay compliant.
Rules, policy, standard. We are missing one more keyword here.
I said a set of guidelines that organizations follow, but is that no?
Not the guidelines. One specific word that we are missing.
No.
Think. See, your answers shouldn't be correct. If they are correct, that's a good thing. Your answers should be incorrect. Out of 10 answers, only one should be correct. So we are missing out on the 9 answers right now. Just guess. Keep on guessing until and unless you are right.
Sorry, I haven't really been active on the call, so may I know what the question is?
Okay. So the question is, the framework comprises of 4 keywords: rules, policy, standard, and. So that and is missing. What is the last one?
Rules.
Rules is already mentioned. Oh, by the way, it is not a test. You guys can use your mobile devices or laptop to search. If you think you don't know something, just search it up.
Rules, policies.
Is compliance also part of the rules?
Absolutely, yes. See, the compliance was mentioned all
Oh.
along in front of your eyes. So the framework is the mixture of rules, policies, standard, and compliance with
Nice.
governance sitting in the top.
Okay.
Let's understand with the example again. Instead of just providing you the definition, let's understand in a much better manner. So imagine this is a car that I'm driving. Again, no judging. I bought it from a local store, and here are the traffic lights. It is red right now. Then we have the zebra crossing or the crosswalk, whatsoever you want to call it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So what do you think are the rules here?
The lights.
The lights. Okay. So what does the lights do? In my place, there are so many lights right now. One light is coming from right direction, one from the front. So are those rules as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. That every vehicle has to abide by.
Mm-hmm. So whenever the light is red, we need to stop.
Correct.
So that is the traffic rule. So a simple definition for rules is rules are set of instruction. That's it. That's what rules are. Set of instructions are rule. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. What about policies? Think. Give it a moment. I don't want to spoon feed you each and everything.
I'd say written instructions on how to abide by the rules.
Okay, written instructions. That's a really nice one. But the right definition is, go ahead.
I was gonna say official documentation, or official guidelines that must be followed.
Mm-hmm.
That is set by the. Sorry, go ahead.
Set by the.
I guess the governance or the government or the local officials. I don't know. It is set by a government to follow.
Okay. So if I am in a private company, let us say I am the founder of XYZ company, do I need to abide by the government rules and policies inside my organization? I can decide when the workers want to work, when their lunch time is going to be, when their reporting time is going to be.
Yeah, right. So it's within the organization.
Absolutely. So policies are nothing but set of rules. Multiple rules combined together creates a policy.
And the reason why there are rules is because it's within the organization.
Absolutely.
So I'm guessing standard will be outside the organization.
Welcome to that. Just hold on.
Okay.
So I hope that much is clear. The difference between rules and policies are good to go. Okay. Now comes the standard. The hint I'm going to give you is here. The standard is you have to always wear the seat belt. You have to always stop at the red light, and you have to stop your car before the crosswalk. Now check. What do you think is standard?
Maybe the specific requirements that should be followed by every employee in the organization.
Followed by everyone. That's a really nice definition. Or should I say anything that is universally accepted?
Yes.
Now, just because I use the word universally doesn't mean all the organizations have to follow the same thing. But universally works that all of you have to join the session at 11:30 a.m. and the session is going to end at 12:30 a.m. So these are the rules defined by the company. So standards are something that is universally accepted. That means irrespective of if it is a student, if it is a trainer, or whosoever may it be, all of us have to follow, because nobody here has, you could say, higher authority or lower authority. Right now, we are all at the same page. We are all in together. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, now comes the most important thing, the compliance analyst, or should I say just the compliance. So, who can help me understand what compliance is?
Saying maybe I'll say the ways or maybe the specific regulations that should be followed. Oh, right. So you just have to follow specific laws, regulations, or standards that the organization has set in place.
Okay. In the same example where I was driving the car, let us say one fine day, I didn't want to follow those rules. I said, I don't care. I don't want to wear a seat belt. I don't want to stop at those lights, red, blue, green, white, whatsoever the color may be. I don't want to stop at them. I don't want to stop at the crosswalk or behind it. It's my car. I want to drive it as much as I want, just as a video game. So, what do you think will happen?
You could easily get pulled over.
Pulled over. Okay. And what would be the reason?
Not following. So in that same context, my basic understanding of compliance is enforcing, or I would say enforcing the rules or the policy and the standard. So with the same example as a traffic light, since you're driving and the light was at red, you decided not to stop and you drove past it. The immediate consequence can be you getting pulled over by the cop, and the police, who's a government official, actually have the right to enforce the rules on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So compliance means enforcing, irrespective if you are in the mood or not, irrespective if you are getting late or not. These are the rules that you need to follow, irrespective of whatever you want to do, or else there are going to be consequences. The cops, the police officers, the law enforcement agents will make sure to pull you over. Maybe they can give a warning. Maybe they can say, hey man, or hey, please, can you check here? This is not something that we allow. We are just giving you a warning. We are not giving you a ticket. It's absolutely fine. We understand that you might be in a hurry. It's okay. But the consequences could be as severe as going to the prison or behind the bars and all those things. So that's what we understand by enforcing. I hope that's clear. And last but not the least is
I think so.
governance. Okay, Raymond says I think so. So Raymond is not sure.
Well, I'm fine. I think it's fine.
Please feel free. See, I am here for you. You can ask me as many questions as you want. There is nobody holding you back. You can interrupt me. You can cut me in between. I'm not a person who's going to be angry or mad at that. I would be the person who is the most happy. The more questions you have, the more I will feel that yes, I was able to successfully accomplish the job, the goal that I was here for. So don't feel shy. No question is silly. I'm going to answer each and every question with the equal amount of patience. If you ask 1 time or 10 times, I don't care at all. As long as you have a doubt, it's my responsibility to clear it. Got it?
Yeah.
Last but not the least, we have governance. What is that? Hint is governance is not related to the government itself. Inside a private industry, governance doesn't mean the government of your country is taking control. It's a private entity.
In the private sector, I'd say more of the regulating bodies. Same as when it comes to the government side. It becomes a law.
Okay.
That the organizations have to follow and abide.
Okay. So, if I say that I am the CEO or the founder of the company, now, obviously, I'm not going to define the rules, the policies. I will be having people that would be working under me. But I would have to monitor that all the operations run smoothly. If there is any issues that you guys are facing, you have to come to me. So that is governance. I'm not doing anything specifically. I am just seeing or monitoring if everything is working smoothly, if there are complaints, if there is someone who requires a bonus, if somebody did a really good job, requires a promotion. So it's my responsibility to give an overview or have an overview of all of you guys, or you could say the employees in the company, making sure and ensuring that there is business continuity. Does that make sense? Or
So if you could give a simple definition of it, what would you say for the governance?
monitoring, single word.
Monitoring.
Ensuring everything runs smoothly.
Okay.
Just let me know once we are done with taking notes, because we have a definition for framework as well.
Okay.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
Okay. So now that we understand what framework consists of, what do you think is a framework now? Again, you can't use the words like rules, policies, standard, or compliance. A simple definition that is easy for you, easy for me to understand, irrespective of if we are from a technical or a non-technical background.
I think you mentioned business continuity. So if all these things are put in place, it just make sure that the organization is operating effectively.
Okay, that's a nice guess. So instead, if I say that framework, go ahead.
So based on all what we've gone through, I would say it's basically a roadmap that an organization is going to use to make sure that everything is being followed as it is. So basically, it's a roadmap. Yeah, that's how I put it. Because it's it comprises of all these rules, policies, the standard, the compliance, and the governance. So it's a structural roadmap that an organization follows.
Okay. So the framework is also known as a playbook. Not the definition, just a keyword, but a framework is the structured, or you could say the efficient, or both. So if somebody asks you what a framework is, from a non-technical point of view, you say framework is the most structured and efficient way to achieve the goal. ACHIEV. Okay. And if somebody asks, okay, that's a basic definition, can you tell me the technical explanation? So there, the framework is the combination of rules, policies, standard, and compliance with the governance at the top, so that you can explain the most basic terms. Even if I am a compliance analyst, even if I am a risk mitigation specialist, or if I am a pen tester, SOC analyst, whosoever may it be, these keywords are a must, and you should have a proper understanding of each and every one of them.
So can you repeat it again? So a framework is a combination of governance, rules, policies, standard, and compliance that an organization should follow, right?
Absolutely. So for an example, let us say you want to, I don't want to take the same example, get a job. Let us say you want to learn how to drive a car. Now there are two options. One is a structured and efficient way that you get a person who already knows the car, he sits with you and teach you along the way. A guide, a mentor, whosoever may it be. So that is like a framework. All the rules, all the guidelines, all the procedures have already been provided to you by the person. The second option is not using the framework, trying to drive the car on your own. Now, of course, that is going to be difficult. Again, nothing is impossible. You can do it alone as well. But it is going to be much more challenging, much more difficult. So the most structured and efficient way to do something is to follow the framework, or in our case, was to get an instructor who could help you drive the car. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So no questions, no doubts, no queries up until now. So shall we proceed, or do we need to take the notes?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good as well.
Okay, what about you, Raymond?
Yeah, I'm also good. So.
Okay, then if we all are good, then definitely let's proceed. So these were the common terms that you guys mentioned that you already had a rough idea, so we didn't spend much time upon it. Now comes a very basic thing, something that I will be completely honest and frank with you guys. As a compliance analyst, what do you think will be the key responsibilities inside the job? The reason I'm asking you this question is the interview and the job will be two different things. If the job requires 10% of your attention, interview will require 1000%. Because interview is the one where you are getting filtered. The job is the easy part. The interview is where the difficulty comes. Because if I give you a simple overview, when I was a IT GRC analyst, it was really simple. In the morning, I started with checking the emails and any other documents that were on my table. Just going through them. Okay, preparing what are the things that I need to focus upon. Just basic half an hour to 1 hour. How many documents are there? Very simple. I'm doing nothing, taking no actions. Then reviewing the other people's what they are doing because I was on a managerial position. So, okay, what's the update? Having the meet. What did you guys do? Okay. Then somebody says, sir, this was an alert. Or Anmol, this was the alert that we had. These were the things that went wrong. Okay. So what did you do to find the solution? I tried asking my seniors, or I tried Googling it. I tried AI as well for these suggestions. So these are the things that came up. These are the 5 points. I said, okay, just give it a view. Focus upon the rules that my organization already has. Because you don't have to create anything. There, you don't have to use your brains much. You have to just act upon the things that are already provided to you. Because each and every organization will have different rules, different regulations, different guidelines. So what you need to do? You need to make sure whatever is written on those pages is something that is being followed inside the organization. That's it. If you ask me, okay, if we go into a different organization, they are going to have different rules? Of course. Will it be good to learn all the rules of different organization? No. It's always better to have the fundamentals and the basics in mind. And then as soon as you get the job, you take 1 or 2 months. Of course, they will keep you as a shadow, or you will be the new employee. Everybody will be focused upon you, teaching you new things, training you to the softwares, the applications, the methodologies they used, and then you will be good to go. That is the simple task. The major issue or the biggest challenge is cracking the interview. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
So it was documentations, meetings, reportings, taking the follow-ups, and that's it. The job itself is never a challenge. It is something that you go along the flow. If there is something that you don't understand, you ask your fellow employee. Because there you are going to meet other people, you are going to make friends. But of course, personal and professional life are two different things. Never mix it. This is something that I'm telling you from my experiences. So your main focus should be just cracking the interview. Yes, Prince, were you asking something?
Yeah. So all this is in regards to the GRC analyst role you said that you had, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much that's like your average day-to-day activity, like checking emails.
Absolutely. Because in the end, see, I'm not joining a startup company that is creating those files. I am joining a MNC, a brand that is completely established. So I just need to make sure that business continuity is the main goal in my mind. So what I need to do, I am not the only person in the organization that is managing ITGRC. I am a part of it. So there is no load completely on my shoulders. There will be 5, 10, 15, 20 different employees doing the same thing. Same goes as a trainer as well. I am not the one who has to make all the syllabus to get the students to follow those, to record the videos. No, everything is completely set up. I am just here taking the sessions. So for me, it is a very normal thing. The main difficulty was to get in an organization, because then you need to prove your worth. Once you are in, you can definitely take help of each and every one. And thanks to AI, everything is much more sorted. All the knowledge that a person can has, even this is something that I agree with. If you compare AI with me, AI will win each and every time. It will have better answers. It will have more knowledge, because humans are always limited. If I have to learn something new, I have to go there, give my attention, and then gain it. For AI, I just copy paste the data, give it to it, and you have the answer. That's it. So inside the job, it is not going to be one-on-one. It is going to be multiple things that will be to your advantage. So never be scared after you get the job. Be scared how to get the job. Because right now the market is really, really competitive. You can become anything.
Okay.
You can chase everything. You can get anything, everything. But the most important part is commitment. And by commitment, I'm not saying that you have to work 10 hours a day. I am saying work only 1 hour a day, but consistently for 365 days. Because that's where the success lies. It's not about the intensity. Start with consistency. Try to be a person that is 1% better than the previous one. Don't compare between each other. Your goal is, if let us say today, I was able to create one post on LinkedIn, let us say. So when I wake up tomorrow, my main goal is, okay, LinkedIn is something that I posted yesterday. What can I do something better today? Maybe I can reach out to different people, different recruiters. Maybe I can focus upon my resume. Maybe I can learn a new topic, because cybersecurity is a domain that is never going to stop, or should I say it's always expanding. Even if you search today, there are so many attacks that happened, so many different things that we created, so many different vulnerabilities that we got to know. So here is the biggest choice. No doubt cybersecurity is one of the leading domain. This is the domain that AI can't take over. But to get inside it is the most difficult task, because the salary is really good, the payout is excellent, but the entry threshold is the most difficult part.
Okay. So the reason I asked about the GRC analyst, since you mentioned it, that's the role that I'm targeting.
Okay.
I think since we're all kind of doing just the entry-level positions, so would you say it's ideal to go with companies that are already established, or also like those small companies? Because what I'm kind of thinking is, if you're going with companies that aren't established, that don't have their own set of rules, their policies, then you being as a GRC analyst, you can kind of learn a lot. But I think it will just kind of pull you all over the place.
So this is the question that you need to choose. Either you want to earn, either you want to learn. The person with more knowledge is going to earn more. The person who just earns is definitely not going to learn and not going to evolve, not going to upgrade himself or herself. So in the beginning, of course, always choose learn. Try for the most difficult job roles, like the startups, the entry-level positions, or the companies that are still growing in the growing phase.
Okay.
After you have learned enough, after you have handled 10, 12, 15 hours worth of pressure, after that, when you have to just focus upon 6 to 8 hours, it is going to be a walk in the park or piece of cake for you guys. It is going to be really, really easy for you. Reason, you already handled the worst case scenario. So that's why I say the person who is preparing for the worst case scenario is the person who is always thrive. Because if he or she gets the best case scenario, he or she is going to nail it. But if it comes to worst case, he or she is already prepared. So you work your way from the very bottom to the very top. Whenever you prepare for an interview, prepare as if he or she is going to ask you the most complicated questions. But as soon as the interview starts, be optimistic that whatever the question the interviewer is going to ask is going to be the one that we already studied for. So that's how you need to switch your personality. While preparation, worst case scenario. While taking the action, best case scenario. I hope that's clear now.
Yes. Thank you.
So Prince, you are trying for IT GRC role. What about Raymond and Osim? What about you guys?
GRC, risk compliance, like more risk management, but yeah, GRC as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also targeting the same role, so I think we are all in the same domain as at now. So
Why specifically IT GRC? In cybersecurity, there are 3 domains. Out of that, one is IT GRC. We are still left with 2 major domains. Because if you don't have the why behind it, then it is going to be a difficult journey. Be very sure if you are going for IT GRC, go 200%. Never question yourself, why did you choose? Of course, you can add the other domains. You can be the jack of all trades. That's a really good thing. But your focus should be just one. So whenever you say that, yes, I want to become IT GRC analyst, IT GRC officer, then be very sure of the options. Because if I say, what is your favorite food right now? You could say, yeah, burger, pizza, or there are endless. But how did you know that specific pizza was your favorite? The reason is you tried all of the other domains. So definitely IT GRC is a very good domain and you are in the hands of a very good organization. But make sure to be clear with yourself as well. I'm not here to demotivate you. I'm here to tell you the truth. The competition is vast. Even you three will be in a competition with each other when the place is just one. If the company is hiring for one person, you three are the top candidates. They have to somehow shortlist between you three as well. So you will be the best friends and you will be the best enemies. So you guys can use each other to help yourself grow. Help each other learn new things. But on the other hand, be passionate as well. That whenever you are in the interview, be the most superior person there. Speak with confidence because without soft skills, hard skills means nothing. Same thing happens in job as well. You have to be confident in what you do. The way you showcase your work is really important because if you don't know how to showcase, then whatever you do is not worth it. Speaking from experience. If I am the person who has the most caliber but still is unable to present it, then it's a big no. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
100%.
So please feel free to ask any questions, any queries, any doubts you might have. I know we are already a bit over time, but as you guys joined a bit late, so of course, why not have some more questions as well? Anything you want to ask regarding me, regarding yourself, regarding the journey in general as well. I am a person who loves cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, quantum computing. So if there is anything regarding those domains or anything you want to know in general, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to speak. I am all ears.
Right.
Okay, so I think my question will be for Ganesh. Right. So
Okay.
yes, so I wanted to find out if I've been doing a bit of research into
Mhm.
the space, and I discovered that there is the growing rise in AI governance.
Yeah.
So yes, I wanted to know, are we going to have sessions into specifically into AI governance? Because I think currently, because of high rising AI automations and stuff,
Yeah.
and I think yesterday I read through a cybersecurity news where they said they had
Yeah. Yeah.
there has been an AI that has been able to override some systems on its own without any human interaction with it. So I think some recruiters are going to really go into maybe candidates
Candidates
that
who know
have skills
AI
in AI
skills. Yes,
governance
yes,
too.
definitely. Why? Because I'll
Yes.
give you an example, right? So, and Mo can chip in as well. So, in March or April of this year, right? Claude AI made a bunch of cybersecurity roles redundant, right? So it's doing jobs exactly as a human would do in cybersecurity related roles, in GRC, in pen testing, stuff like that. It's emulating the same type of effort and result that a human would give, or even more, even better, right? So we're looking at AI getting or replacing humans in all industries, not just cybersecurity, not just IT, in many industries. But now comes a time where companies realize that AI is more expensive than human employees. Okay.
Absolutely.
So you have to understand that, right? So go online, do your research. These days, companies are realizing that AI, having an AI process in their company, is even more expensive than human beings, human employees, right? So they're going back to hiring people that they laid off or maybe new people. So having AI skills is still a benefit for you in your resume. And that is why we would be working on a couple of modules down the line with AI integrations into GRC related roles as well down the line. And also with CyberMinds, we are looking to integrate or have a separate program for people who want to get into AI as well. So we're looking to integrate an AI and ML program that is separate from our cybersecurity program. So if any of you want to learn after you land a job in cyber, any AI processes that you guys want to learn, we would be able to offer you a student discount as well. Right? Did that answer your question,
Okay.
Raymond?
Yes. So a final one. So I want to know currently our structure of studying is, are we going to have a bit of AI integration into, or maybe like getting a whole concept of maybe how AI governance can be done to help us stand out in, let's say, in an applicant pool? Because that's what I said earlier, that in my research, I think there are companies that are also looking to hire GRC analysts, but with those that have bits of knowledge in AI
In AI,
governance too.
yes, definitely.
So
So
yes, I
see,
would.
I can definitely put you into one of the cohorts, right, in the AI section as well. I'll talk to you personally about that and how that process works. So at the moment we are in early days. We're setting up the cohort there, the program there. We're talking to a couple of mentors who are experts there. So once that is set up, I'll be able to give you access to that down the line, Raymond. Make sense?
Okay.
So I just want to touch base upon the internships you guys are doing, Prince and Raymond. How's that going? Prince, you've been in the internship for quite some time. How's it going for you?
So far we've had about 2 sessions. I know last week you guys been busy the whole week, so
Yeah.
there wasn't anything really going on last week.
Okay.
Besides that, I've been able to do 2 projects so far.
Okay.
And
So keep in mind, right? So if you're doing the vulnerability assessment project with logging security, the projects that you do are actual projects that the company is providing for another company in the US, right? So these projects, these reports that you do are law abiding. So it's being presented to the police department for a certain, a certain investigation, right? So you're doing actual work. So it's going to be a benefit for you on your resume and your GitHub if you systematically, basically record everything. And time wise, if you have it up there as a case study on your GitHub, make sure while you're doing these project sprints, you document everything. Okay.
okay, so I think you did mention that that you're gonna create my GitHub account. So
Yes. So just have
with regards
everything.
to all those
Yeah, have everything documented, and so that we can put it on either Claude or Chat and have a summarized version of a case study, and then we can upload it to your GitHub, so it's easier for potential employers to understand what you do. Make sense?
all right, sounds
Okay.
good.
So Osen is still early
Yeah.
days, a couple of weeks
Yeah, I understand.
left for you to
I understand.
complete, and we'll have you in the internship as well. So yeah, just a quick feedback about today's session. How did you guys like today's session? How did you guys like Animal? How did it go?
I believe this is a feedback that I should leave, and so that they can be honest with the feedback. No.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Stay here. We're a family. Go ahead.
I just I have a question because I guess I'm entering a little later.
Mhm.
It seems like though I'm learning the same thing everyone else is learning who's already in an internship. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the
So for
difference of
Osen, we have
starting.
some refreshing new materials coming down the line after a couple of weeks, and that's when you start your second month. We have the newer version because these guys have already gone through a few weeks before you. So since you're in this cohort, you would be covering the new cohort sections down the line.
Okay, so I will have something different that
Yes,
will
correct,
prepare me
correct.
more.
Yes.
Okay. And to Raymond's question regarding the AI, can that be an option for all of us? Because I do understand and I agree with him that AI
Definitely,
is
yeah,
integrated more. So
definitely. So if
you said that will be an additional fee.
yes,
Is that what I'm hearing?
So, yeah, so additional fee, and we are having a certification course as well for the AI integrations towards professionals. So what we mean
Like
by
Google
that?
cert?
No, it's not a
Like
Google
Google cert?
certification.
Oh.
It's an actual certification for the AI that you would be using on a daily basis. So I'll get to that details down the line. But what it would help you is basically take more time back for yourself as a professional, right? On a daily basis, let's say you're a manager, you're a project manager, you're doing projects every single day, and it takes you 12 hours to do your daily tasks. Using these AI algorithms, you get back basically 4 or 5 hours of your day to yourself to do more things, to invest more time towards more productive things that you can do. Make sense?
So is this like prompt? Is it like prompt AI?
No, it's
Is
not
it like
prompt engineering.
train us?
It's more towards AI, ML, and Gen AI, generative AI as well. So we will teach you those integrations down the line.
Okay, we can talk more about that later. I'm just curious about like how
I'll send you guys an email,
practical.
and also a quick note. You guys can now text on the WhatsApp group. It previously used to be only admins, but right now we want to have all the students talking on the WhatsApp group. And if you have any questions, put it on the WhatsApp group. Easy to understand. Okay.
Okay. I mean, regarding today's session, I thought it was pretty dope. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, yeah, regarding today's session, I thought it was good. Thank you for bringing more clarity and simplicity to the questions and what will be maybe asked of us. So I appreciated that. And I guess I was just a little confused because when you asked us to look at lessons 17 and 18 in a folder, I only saw videos.
Yes,
that's
what I was referring to. Those 2 videos that we have uploaded.
Okay, so it was a little different from what I was expecting for today, but overall, still the lesson was good.
Awesome. So Prince, Raymond, any thoughts? Any feedback?
Yeah. Before I answer that real quick, so the AI integration, I'm assuming it applies to all GRC roles, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, all right. And to answer the question now, I'm not sure if you remember the first time we talked. Everyone's style of learning is different. Like mine is more interactive. So the first time I watched Mr. Amo's video, I was like, "Yep, like this is my style of learning." So yeah, definitely more interactive. So that's
Awesome.
It was good.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Raymond. How would you like today's session?
Yeah, I think I'm also good for today.
Okay.
It was actually really good. I think I was able to debunk some theories that I had in my mind. So I'm okay for today. That was good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Anmol, you got that feedback? All good. Perfect, man. Thank you.
Okay, man. Okay, got you.
Awesome session today, guys. So yeah, we'll meet on Friday then, and have a good rest of your day. Talk to you guys soon. This session will be uploaded soon. Yeah.
I gotta start. So what's the rest of the sessions gonna be looking like? Are they switching between Mr. Amo and Vishal, or?
Yes, we'll be switching between Anmo, Vishal, and myself. I have certain modules that I want to, cover with you guys as well. This is with regards to where to find the projects, the forage.com, stuff like that. we'll get into it down the line. So we'll be mixing and matching between myself and Mo and Vishal. And we have certain other experts in certain areas as well that we are talking to. So once they're also on board, we'll have a mix of a good lecturer pool.
Sounds good.
Okay then. And Mo, sorry to keep you waiting. It's been 30 minutes after your time. Sorry. So yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day then. I'll have the session uploaded ASAP. Cheers.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you all.
Okay, team. All the very best. Take care.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.